Goldfields extends its deadline to workers and warnings over the stability of the rand. Good day to you. Goldfields has extended its final warning to dismiss striking miners at their KDC West mine on Gauteng's far west rand until tomorrow. This after many workers only went to the mine offices to check in and then refused to work. Thousands of miners then met on a nearby hill, accusing leaders of the National Union of Mine Workers of going back on their promises. About 12,000 miners have been on strike for 5 weeks. Goldfields had given striking miners until this afternoon to return to work or be fired. Spokesperson Sven Lunscher.
Of those 3 shifts, our provisional intelligence is that about 80% of the workers clocked in, but did not stay the shift. So for us, this is a bit of a confusing situation, but what we've made clear to the workers is that tomorrow they have to clock in and work a full shift. And then effectively the strike would be over. If not, the dismissal will continue.
Financial experts have warned that the rand could end up collapsing to more than 10 rand to the US dollar if South Africa doesn't find strong political leadership. Investment Director at Resco Asset Management, Rob Spaniard, says the longer government allows economic unrest to continue, the more foreigners will question the desirability of South Africa as an investment destination. Chief Economist Azar Jammine has meanwhile said government will lose about 5 billion rand in tax revenue if the salaries of CEOs of private companies in the public sector are to be frozen. President Jacob Zuma has asked for the move, saying it will send a strong signal to addressing salary inequalities. Jammine explains.
If you're going to start freezing salaries and wage increases for a longer period of time, you're going to cause all sorts of distortions. For example, even here, the one factor that has not been thought of is the fact that if you freeze remuneration of higher paid employees, you're going to slow down the growth in income tax revenue. And I've done a superficial calculation to say that if you freeze executive salaries for a whole year, government revenue will fall by about 5 billion rand.
All modes of public transport in Cape Town, including buses, taxis and trains, will be managed by one authority. Cape Town's Integrated Public Transport Authority was launched today. Commuters will be able to travel on all 3 modes of transport with one card. City Mayor Patricia de Lille says the bulk of financial resources received from government will now be spent on improving public transport infrastructure in needy communities.
Out of the 2.5 billion rand that we've received from national government, and that's why we've got the national minister here, 1.6 billion of that is being spent on connecting poorer areas. And when we connect areas, it's with the agreement of national government and provincial government.
Cope MP Dirk Veldman has apologized to the National Council of Provinces for his drunken behavior on board a South African Airways flight to India. He was then sent back home. A parliamentary committee was appointed to probe misconduct charges against him. Here is his apology to Parliament.
I humbly and profoundly apologize for the unforeseen circumstances that occur en route to India. It was not my intention to embarrass Parliament, my party, my family. I've learned a hard lesson not to take alcohol with medical treatment. It is a hard lesson learned, and it is also a lesson for all of us here as public representatives. I thank you, Chairperson.
The top story at 5, Goldfields has extended its final warning to dismiss striking miners at their KDC West mine on Gauteng's far west rand until tomorrow.